Hello, this is Steve with Christmas in October, and welcome to the last in our series of updates for the 2014 season. We greatly appreciate and thank you for your efforts. And today, or this section, we're going to talk a little bit about the actual event day and some of the new things going on with the program. So first off, this is the slide we ended with in the last section, but wanted to reemphasize, in case you didn't watch it, that the dumpsters will start being delivered on the Thursday. And if you have a request, we're going to assume it's a 20-yard dumpster, which you can see over, unless you specifically tell me you need a 40-yard, which is the kind that you have to throw stuff in because it's so high. One other thing, we will be distributing a map of all the dumpsters in the city just to the house captains. So if you just have a little bit of trash, you'll be able to call the home or the house captain for that, in a dumpster that's near you, and see if they'll allow you to take some trash over to there. Or you can bring it back to the warehouse. We will have a dumpster here. One thing that's new, I am also a house captain. We just wrapped up my homes last weekend, and after loading and unloading and putting away everything, and I thought, this is, when you guys bring it back, I'm the one that has to spend months putting it all back in the racks. And so I thought, it would be nice if I could just have this bin that I put everything in to work with next time I want to use it. So I came up with the idea of Adopt-A-Tub for 2014. Basically, we'll have two different size tubs, a smaller one and a larger one. You fill it with all the brushes and nails and first aid kits and plumbing parts and all the things that you think you're going to need. You fill it when you go through the warehouse the first time. You use everything in it, clean it up just the way you like, and then you return it intact. It'll have your name on it, your organization name and your team name. You return it to us, and then we'll store it until you need it again. Remember, you don't have to work on our event day. You may want to work, like my church did. We worked on 4 or 5 weekends throughout the year. And so we will store it for you. All you need to do is just bring it to the middle bay. And Christmas in October warehouse has 3 bays. The middle one is where you're going to do all of your dropping off, and just bring your ladders and your everything else and your tub and put it back. So hopefully that'll be a benefit to you. There is in the house captain area, or HCA of the website, forms that you can use to order stuff. It can also be done, most of the things can be done in the online tool, which is what we'd recommend you do for skilled help. And so for skilled help, and we'll have another video of that coming up after this one, of how to fill those out. But for skilled help, it can be done in the online tool. There are also your waivers. We'll be passing out some. You can print them off beforehand, but it's important you fill that out. Kids are welcome to be on site. They must be supervised. We do recommend, although it's not a requirement, that anyone under 16 not be allowed on ladders or to use power tools. If you are going to order glass, the glass form is in there, and as well as some instructions on the best way to get them to fit. If you can bring the window in, make sure you put your name, the homeowner's address, and your cell phone or mobile number we can reach you on the frame of the window. In the warehouse, we're going through everything. We are taking everything off the shelves, trying to lay it out as logically as we possibly can, so that you can find everything a lot easier than you could in the past. We do understand that sometimes you need to get things using the vendor card, that at Schutte especially, and sometimes at the Strasser for the hardware store, or the plumbing up at Reeves Weideman. But we're going to make it as easy as you can to work through the warehouse. And we do have some limited amounts of carpet and appliances. I'm working on getting an online inventory of those, but we recommend that you get those early. Remember, we also work with Habitat for Humanity Restore. So if you go there, they'll probably call me to verify the purchase, but my cell phone number is on the vendor card. And Habitat Restore is a very good partner with Christmas in October. Something else we're going to try this year. If you find, quite often you don't want to lose a team member to running to the hardware store or whatever, If you call the warehouse and we have it in inventory, we will pull it and have somebody waiting for you at the curb. So you can, and we'll do our best to get it available to you, or get it to you as best we can. So if you find that you're needing something but don't have a runner, call the warehouse and we'll see if we can get it pulled for you and have it waiting at the curb as kind of a drive-through service. And you can call the warehouse. We're also working on text and Twitter options for that. Another thing that we're looking at doing is finding a location down at around 51st and Prospect, or the Paseo, somewhere in that area, to set up a little remote warehouse where electrical covers, electrical plates, some plumbing materials, that kind of stuff. They'll have 3 or 4 bins worth of material there to make it easy for you to get to. Remember, when you're returning, everything comes back to the middle bay. Don't take it back to the remote warehouse. As kind of a funny note, we also have the SOCT, or the Shelf of Cool Things, this year. As I clean out the warehouse, some of the donations, they'll bring in a planter, or as I showed to the team, a pink swan figurine. So the Shelf of Cool Things is not stuff we normally carry. We would not purchase it, but it may be something you'd find interesting for your homeowner. We have done 150 roofs so far. We discovered that only less than 10% of you picked a home that worked on a roof, and of the homes that you didn't select, over 83% required roofing help. And so we worked with Gentlemen of the Round Table. You may see it in the database as GRT. So in the database, the roofing thing will be unchecked, and it may say completed by GRT. That means we've gone in and done repairs. We've repaired over 150 so far. If you know of anybody, we're looking for funding to continue them on. We do have a little bit left of money to fund it. So if you do or are able, get your requests in early so that we can get those roofs repaired as quickly as we can. These are the warehouse hours. Please note, we are not open on Monday. That is when we are going to be restocking all the shelves. You are not required, by the way, to work on October 11th. You can do the work any day you want, any weekday, any weekend. We will support it. Just make it known that those are our hours. We're open a little bit later during this week, and we are closed on Monday. After you're done, bring your materials back to the middle bay. We're only going to be accepting them from one direction. So if you come down the hill on Roanoke, you'll be set up in the right direction. If you come from Southwest Boulevard, you're going to have to turn around and come back. And from 3 till 6 on the event day, we'll probably stay till a little bit later, maybe 6:37. Please bring back your ladders. And once you've unloaded, park your car and come in and join us. We're going to have a band in the warehouse, beer and brats, and we hope to see you there. The next section is going to be a quick section on using the tool to complete your outcome. Once you are done, it is very important to help us fund our project that you go into the tool and finish the outcome piece. Thank you very much, and have a great day.